Evaluating nth root expressions. So we're going to deal with some cube roots and some fourth roots in these problems right here. One thing that might help you is you're probably familiar with the perfect roots, like what 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared. These perfect roots here, if I take the square root of these, I get this number over here. Sometimes it helps to go ahead and make you a list of perfect cubes. And that's easy to make. 1 cubed 1, 2 cubed 8, 3 cubed 27, and so forth. But also, it could help to make you a perfect fourth roots list, 1 to the fourth. That way, when we're working some of the problems in this section and doing your homework, you can just kind of look back at this and save you a little bit of the figuring out part. So let's start at this problem right here, the cube root of -8. All right, we said if the index is odd, you can have a negative up under the radical sign. And this means what times itself 3 times gives you -8. So that's -2 times -2 times -2 would be a -8. -2 times -2 is 4, and 4 times -2 is -8. So the answer to this would be a -2. All right, let's look at this one. It looks kind of the same, except the minus is outside the problem instead of under the radical. So the negative cube root of 8 is going to be 2 times 2 times 2, but there is a negative on the outside of that. So that would be a -2. All right, then this one is written with an exponent that's a fraction. Let's turn it into a radical. The denominator is the index, so that's the fourth root of 16. And the numerator is the power that you're raising the 16 to. So what times itself 4 times gives you 16? Well, I believe that would be 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. So, yep, that's 16 here. So this would be 2. Positive 2. All right, and then we have the same problem, but a negative inside the parentheses. So that means the fourth root of -16. Keep in mind that you cannot have a negative up under a radical if the index is even. It's going to be an imaginary number that you will study in a later course. So this one right here is not a real number. Okay, let's let you try a few. Could you do the cube root of -125? Can you do -64 raised to the 2/3? Go ahead and give it a try. If you want to take a screenshot of that card or that side, let me know in the comments what you think the answers are.